This is a channeled message for the full moon in Capricorn tomorrow, and this is the second full moon in Capricorn we've had this season, which is a fairly rare occurrence. But the energy of last month's moon is completely different to the one we're having now, because this full moon is triggering Pluto, which is all about deep psychological wounds and traumas coming up to the surface for us to release and finally let go of. We have had 2 chances this year to let go of something to do with the past, because Capricorn's all about the past. My moon's in Capricorn, and we're dwellers on the past. We don't want to let go, we don't want to move on, we don't want to forgive others or forgive ourselves. And this is the time where things are going to start coming up and resurfacing twice. Think of what came up last month and think of what's coming up now, of something to do with the past, something to do with deep psychological wounding, deep-seated beliefs and traumas coming up to the surface for us to release and let go of. And releasing and let go of mistreatment is the main thing that's coming through for this message. Forgiving others for how they've treated us, but also forgiving ourselves for attracting that into our experience. Because when you start learning about energy and that like attracts like, you have attracted your experience whether you like it or not, I'm afraid. And I didn't like hearing that when I first heard that, but that is the law of the universe. This is the law of attraction, and we are realizing that now of what we have attracted into our lives. We've attracted the mistreatment, and we need to forgive ourselves, we need to forgive the other people involved, and we need to let go, forgive, and move on. That is the theme of this full moon. Now, I'm not invalidating your experience or your feelings or blaming you for the mistreatment that you've received. This video is not about blame. But we can keep looking outside ourselves and blame everyone and everything and watch how nothing changes. Because this is an internal game we're playing here on this earth. And with Pluto triggering this full moon, we're going deep into our psyche to reprogram, upgrade, and up-level our consciousness so we can attract a better experience. Now, I've already channeled this message, I've written it down, and I don't want to try re-channel it. I'm just going to read it to you so it comes through exactly, because I think it's really important. It just needs to come out exactly how I've written it, and hope that it helps you. So what's come through is that the time of having people treat you like shit is over, okay? And you can see the divine in everything, but also know your worth and not settle for anything less than you want and anything less than you deserve. And I'm stamping that and sending that off to the universe, that I am done. I'm done with being treated like shit, I'm done with the mistreatment, and I'm not available for that anymore. And things about the past, things that you have already experienced that you never want to experience again, start sending it out. I'm not available for that anymore. I'm done. I've learnt the lesson. I've forgiven everyone involved, including myself, and I'm done with that, and I don't want to be treated like that ever again. This is all about like setting your standards, setting your boundaries, telling the universe what you were available for, what you were not available for. And you can say, thanks for the lesson, thanks for the experience, but I choose better for myself now. This is what the full moon energy is going to help us do. And the message is, don't give up, don't settle. What you want is out there. Actually, what you want is in here. What you want exists. It exists in you. So you first have to do it first. You first have to love yourself like that. You first have to treat yourself the way you want to be treated. And then you'll be a magnet. But you're actually always a magnet. So you choose what you magnetize. And if you have had bad relationships, bad partners, bad treatment, bad experiences, there is a part of you in them. They're mirroring an aspect of yourself that if you sat down and be truly honest with yourself, deep down, you know that there's a part of you that would have treated you the exact same way. And there's a part of you that believed you deserved it. There's a part of you that enabled it there's a part of you that would have disrespected you like that or took advantage of you like that. There's a part of you that would inflict pain on you like they did. And it's not them. We're not blaming them, because we're slowly realizing that there's a part of us that would have done the exact same thing, or maybe we already were doing the exact same thing to ourselves, consciously or unconsciously. And the universe just likes teaching us through outer reflections. And the hardest thing I ever had to face, and the hardest realization I ever had, was that all the experiences I've had where people have mistreated me, I know I would have treated myself like that because I didn't love myself. And that's a pretty heavy realization, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be having these heavy realizations because this is a deep psychological full moon in Capricorn triggering Pluto, and it all comes back to this feeling of self-loathing and self-hatred that we feel towards ourselves, which is all an illusion anyway because we are all love. But the bad treatment we think was coming from out there, I realized I was actually doing that to myself. And I was attracting that into my experience. Consciously or unconsciously, I wanted to inflict pain on myself, but I hid that part of myself from me and instead attracted someone else to inflict that pain so I could push the blame to everyone and everything outside myself. So I wasn't taking accountability and I wasn't taking responsibility. And I'm sorry if this is like a bit dark and heavy, but this is shadow stuff coming up in this full moon. The full moon is illuminating our shadows right now. So sorry if this is a bit dark, but these are good realizations for us to have so we can shift our own way of seeing ourselves, so we can shift our experience and the people in our lives so we can attract better treatment, we can attract better for ourselves. So the universe loves you. It wants you to know that the universe loves you, and it just gives you what you order. That's the law of the universe. It responds to the frequency and vibration of love, and it delivers. It responds to the frequency and vibration of self-hatred, and it delivers. And it's trying to teach you, it's trying to speak to you and tell you where your vibration is at by showing you evidence in your external world, because we value the external so much. It's showing us evidence that we can see with our physical human eyes, because we are still stuck in that program that we have to see it to believe it. The universe is actually trying to meet us where we're at. And, you know, the universe is going, like, you want to see it in the physical? Here it is. We're shoving it in your face. This is how your vibration is attracting this person or this treatment or this experience into your life. It's trying to show us in the physical because we are so programmed to look outside to the physical, external, outside world. And we are showing you in your physical world how the laws of the universe work, how frequency and vibration is the language of the universe, and that's what we respond to. The universe is actually trying to show us that. And it's trying to show us how the law of attraction works. Here it is, we're shoving it in your face. We're trying to show you how your internal world creates your external world. And when you are in a bad mood, look at what you see. And when you are in a good mood, look at how those things change. We're trying, and this is from the universe, we're trying so hard to show you, but at the end of the day, we are very powerful creators. And we decide our order. And the universe loves us, the universe wants to serve us, but the universe only gives what we order. And it's trying to show us how bad our order is by showing it in our outer experience, through this mistreatment, through the, bad things that happen to us in our life, that we are attracting that. It's actually trying to do us a service by teaching us this, but we are still looking outside and going, no, I'm blaming that person for that. And think of an experience in your life where, for me, the universe has literally shoved it in my face of what frequency I was at. I was just at such bad self-hatred and self-loathing, and I had all these people just coming at me right in my face, And the universe was trying to show me, like, look at where your vibration's at. But I was so like, oh no, like it's their fault. I'm blaming them. It's them mistreating me. I've done nothing wrong. And you might not have done anything wrong in that experience, but it was your vibration that attracted it. And the universe is just trying to show us that. It's not the universe is bullying you or giving you a hard time or constantly giving you bad experiences, or you're constantly like going into the same horrible relationships, bad, relationship dynamics, or attracting the same type of people. That's because of you. There's something in your vibration that's attracting that mistreatment, attracting those types of people to you. And the universe is trying to show you that so you can then shift it and change it. And we decide our order, we choose what we want to see, and the universe just matches it. And you cannot blame anyone or anything else because the power has always been yours. The universe just responds to us. The universe wants to give us good things, but we have to be at the vibration in order to attract that. And so the question really is, for this full moon, what are you choosing? What are you thinking about? What are you feeling? What do you want? What are you available for? What are you not available for? What order are you putting out to the universe? You decide.